In this brand new season, Mobile Legends has introduced a highly unique assassin to the roster, Hirara. What makes her stand out from every other hero in the game is her completely unconventional kit. She only has 2 active skills. Because of this entirely new mechanic, I know a lot of you are probably still confused about how her gameplay flows and how to maximize her damage on the battlefield. In today's video, we are going to break down this powerful hero completely. We will deeply discuss the hero's skills and passive mechanics, effective combo choices, optimal setups for your builds, including emblems, items, and spells, as well as crucial gameplay and mechanical tips to maximize your performance in the game. If you want to know how to master this hero's full potential and use them to dominate your ranked games, make sure to watch until the very end. So, without further ado, let's dive straight into the breakdown. Let's go. Passive, Twin Fans, Yukifu Ni. Hirara only has 2 active skills, which represent her twin weapons, Mezani and Karazu. Instead of a traditional ultimate button, the real magic happens when you drag one skill button directly onto the other to cast a devastating combo skill. To pull off these combos, Hirara relies on a unique resource called Crimson or Death Energy, which maxes out at 2 charges. Every time you cast a combo skill, it consumes exactly 1 energy charge. The recovery time for this energy is tied directly to the cooldown of her skill 1 Mizani. However, you have to be very careful with your timing. Consuming an energy charge while it is actively regenerating will instantly interrupt the recovery process. Lastly, keep in mind that Hirara is built purely for hunting enemy heroes, not pushing lanes. She only deals 30% plus 4% per hero level damage to minions, meaning her early game wave clear is quite slow, so you'll want to focus her raw power on securing kills instead. Skill 1, Mezan E. This skill allows Hirara to perform up to 2 consecutive dashes, with the first dash automatically going in the direction she is currently facing. She deals physical damage to any enemy she passes through, making this your go-to tool for chasing down targets, escaping, or repositioning for your combos. Skill 2, Karazu. This skill deals physical damage to enemies in a fan-shaped area in front of her. After a short delay, the target location explodes again, dealing 2 times the initial damage. This is your primary source of area of effect damage. First plus second combo skill, Infernal Torrent. Starting with dragging skill 1 into skill 2 to create the combo skill, Infernal Torrent. Immediately after executing the first dash of her skill 1, Hirara goes into a rapid spin. This spin deals an explosive 2.5 times the Crimson Maple damage and completely immobilizes all enemies hit for 0.8 seconds. This is your go-to combo for locking down mobile targets, so your team can easily follow up. Second plus first combo skill, Falling Maple. Drag the second skill onto the first skill to create the combo skill, Falling Maple. This combo turns Hirara into an elusive phantom, becomes completely untargetable. After a brief 0.6 second delay, she erupts to deal a massive 3 times the Crimson Maple damage, and then dashes in the joystick's direction, allowing you to instantly reposition after delivering heavy burst damage. When it comes to executing combos, Hirara is incredibly flexible, and your choices should adapt to the live situation on the map. If you want to aggressively chase down a target while keeping the damage flowing, you can use combo skill 2 Infernal Torrent twice. Weaving your standard skill 2 Karazu in between 2 maximize your area of effect damage. On the flip side, if you are being focused by the enemy and need to escape a messy teamfight, you can rely on the combo skill 1 Falling Maple twice for its untargetable state, while using your standard skill 1 Mizani to quickly dash backward to safety. If you're still confused, I have one highly recommended core combo that provides massive burst damage and excellent survivability in a single fluid rotation. Here is the exact sequence. Start with this combo Infernal Torrent skill 1 onto skill 2. To instantly stun your enemy and deliver your initial burst damage, immediately follow up with a standard skill 2 Karazu, and weave in one quick basic attack to maximize your damage output. Finish the rotation with this combo Falling Maple skill 2 onto skill 1. This grants you an immune, untargetable state, so you cannot be damaged or crowd controlled by the enemy's counterattack, while dealing a massive final blow. You can adapt this combo by using your standard skill 1 Mythic dash at the very beginning to close the gap and initiate. Or save that dash for the very end to safely disengage. Please remember, you do not need to rush. Do not panic spam your Infernal Torrent and Falling Maple consecutively, just to empty your passive stacks. Use them deliberately, and make sure your skills actually connect. If your initiation misses or the combo doesn't go exactly as planned, do not force the play. It is much better for your overall macro and map control to retreat safely, stay alive, and wait for your passive stacks to recharge rather than taking unnecessary risks. For the Emblem, I highly recommend the Custom Assassin Emblem. Hirara's early game damage is naturally a bit lacking, and this emblem perfectly covers that weakness. For the talents, I recommend go with Thrill for the raw adaptive attack to speed up your farming, Seasoned Hunter for the bonus damage needed to secure the Turtle Lord and clear your creeps efficiently, and Killing Spree for the bonus movement speed and HP regen after taking down a target. If you are facing a tank jungler or a heavily armored enemy lineup, swap this out for Rupture to get that crucial physical penetration. If you want to maximize your pure burst potential, swap this for Impure Rage, which deals extra adaptive damage based on your target's HP. Moving on to her item build, our primary objective is to maximize cooldown reduction. Start your path with Magic Shoes, followed by Hunter Strike and War Axe. This core trio gives you a massive spike in physical attack, movement speed, and crucial cooldown reduction. After that, build Queen's Wings. This item is perfect for Hirara, because it maxes out your CDR while giving you amazing sustain and spell vamp to survive teamfights. To round out your late game damage, pick up Malefic Roar and Blade of Despair. This combination will allow you to melt through both squishy targets and tanks. If the enemy has high sustain, swap one of your damage items for a Sea Halberd. If you are dominating the early game and getting easy kills, build a Sky Piercer immediately after your Hunter Strike to snowball completely out of control. If the match is rough and you are struggling to survive, drop the Blade of Despair and buy a Brute Force Breastplate or a Rose Gold Meteor instead to boost your survivability. For your spell, Ice Retribution is the absolute best choice. It allows you to steal movement speed, making it incredibly easy to either chase down a fleeing target or escape when the enemy team collapses on you. First up, let's talk about skill priority. When the match begins, I highly recommend unlocking Skill 2 Karazu first. It provides much better raw damage for clearing your initial jungle camps compared to the mobility-focused Skill 1. However, when it comes to upgrading throughout the match, you absolutely must prioritize maxing out Skill 1 easily. Why? Because the cooldown of your Skill 1 directly dictates the recovery time of your passive. Hirara relies heavily on executing her Falling Maple and Infernal Torrent combos. So the faster your passive energy recharges, the smoother and more lethal your gameplay becomes. Next is how to farm efficiently. Use your standard skill 2 early on to speed up your camp clears. Once you hit level 2, utilize your skill 1 to rapidly rotate across the map, and start using your Infernal Torrent skill 1 into skill 2 combo to melt jungle creeps. If you occasionally find it difficult to aim Infernal Torrent while farming, you can substitute it with Falling Maple. But I strongly suggest practicing and mastering Infernal Torrent for your jungle clear, as it outputs significantly more damage. Tip number 3 is all about securing kills. In the early game, Hirara doesn't quite have one-shot potential, so you need to adopt a hit-and-run kiting strategy. Think of her as a burst poke assassin. You will often need to cycle your combos 2 to 3 times to fully eliminate a target, initiate on your enemy, drop your burst combo, and then immediately retreat. Wait patiently for your skills and energy to reset, and then dive right back in. Let me stress this again. Do not recklessly burn both of your passive stacks at the same time. Manage your energy wisely, so your movements remain completely unpredictable. Finally, let's talk about macro and adaptability. Hirara gives you 2 distinct early game choices. You can either play aggressively the moment you hit level 2 for an early kill, or play it safe and focus entirely on farming, since your base damage is still scaling. You must read the map and adapt to the situation. If things get messy, for example, if your buff is being aggressively invaded, or the enemy team has already locked down a major objective like Turtle or Lord, do not force a risky contest. Just back off, communicate with your roamer, and trade for a different objective on the opposite side of the map. Hirara is incredibly squishy and lives or dies by her passive stacks. If you get caught in a chaotic fight with zero energy, you will be instantly taken down. It is often much smarter to play for the late game when all your recommended core items are fully built. During team fights, if your team is confident, play around the edges. Kite in, deal your damage, step back, and look for another opening. Never dive headfirst by yourself if the enemy targets are grouped up. Play smart, maintain map control, and wait for the perfect moment to strike. And that wraps up our complete guide for this hero. If this guide helped you out, don't forget to drop a like, and hit that subscribe button with the notification bell turned on, so you never miss another meta hero breakdown. And leave a comment below sharing your thoughts or your personal setups. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck with your rank push up to Mythic and Immortal. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.